The Hummer. Just the name itself conjures up quite vivid images, doesn't it? For years it was the undisputed king of colossal sport utility vehicles. These were machines born from military hardware, specifically the M998 Humvee. They were big, they were brash, they were unapologetically American in their sheer scale and presence on the road. The original Hummers, particularly the H1, were symbols of ruggedness and a certain type of go-anywhere attitude. They weren't for everyone, and that was precisely the point. They made a statement, loud and clear, wherever they rumbled. Their immense size and fuel consumption were legendary, for better or worse. Then, as quickly as it rose to prominence, the Hummer brand faded. The world started to change. Fuel prices began to climb, quite dramatically in fact. Environmental consciousness grew, and suddenly, driving a vehicle that guzzled petrol at an alarming rate wasn't quite so cool. Sales figures started to plummet. General Motors, the parent company, faced its own significant financial troubles. Eventually, the decision was made. The Hummer brand was discontinued in 2010. It seemed like the end of an era, a definitive full stop for these automotive behemoths. Many thought we would never see a new Hummer roll off the production line again. Imagine the surprise then, when whispers started to circulate. Rumors of a Hummer comeback began to surface. At first, many dismissed them as pure fantasy. A Hummer in the modern age? It seemed impossible. But the rumors persisted, and then they solidified into official confirmation from General Motors. The Hummer was indeed returning, but there was a monumental twist. A detail so unexpected it sent shockwaves through the automotive industry. The new Hummer wasn't going to be another petrol-guzzling giant. No, this new Hummer was going to be fully electric. An electric Hummer. It was a development few could have predicted. The very idea of an electric Hummer sparked immediate intense debate. On one side, there was considerable skepticism. How could a brand synonymous with excess and internal combustion engines transform into an electric champion? Would it lose its soul, its very essence? On the other side, a wave of excitement began to build. This was an incredibly bold move by GM. It was a statement. It suggested that even the most unlikely candidates could embrace an electric future. The prospect of a Hummer with silent, instant electric torque, coupled with its legendary off-road image, was undeniably intriguing. It was a gamble, certainly, but a fascinating one. The Hummer. Just the name itself conjures up quite vivid images, doesn't it? The Hummer was the king of colossal SUVs. Born from military hardware, they were big and brash, unapologetically American in scale and presence. The H1 symbolized ruggedness and a go-anywhere attitude. They weren't for everyone, and that was the point. They made a statement, loud and clear. Their size and fuel consumption were legendary. Then the Hummer brand faded. The world started to change. Fuel prices climbed dramatically. Environmental consciousness grew. Sales figures plummeted. General Motors faced financial troubles. The decision was made. The Hummer brand was discontinued in 2010. It seemed like the end of an era. Many thought we would never see a new Hummer again. Whispers started to circulate. Rumors of a Hummer comeback began to surface. At first, many dismissed them as pure fantasy. A Hummer in the modern age? It seemed impossible. But the rumors persisted, and then they solidified into official confirmation from General Motors. The Hummer was indeed returning. But there was a monumental twist. A detail so unexpected, it sent shockwaves through the automotive industry. The new Hummer wasn't going to be another petrol-guzzling giant. No, this new Hummer was going to be fully electric. An electric Hummer. It was a development few could have predicted. The very idea of an electric Hummer sparked immediate, intense debate. On one side there was considerable skepticism. How could a brand synonymous with excess and internal combustion engines transform into an electric champion? Would it lose its soul, its very essence? So, what does an all-electric Hummer truly signify in today's rapidly evolving automotive landscape? It is, without a doubt, a hugely significant development. Taking a vehicle renowned for its enormous size and traditionally prodigious fuel consumption, and then reinventing it as an electric vehicle, is a powerful statement. Some might see it as a contradiction, a greenwashing of a historically gas-guzzling icon. Others, however, view it as a testament to how far electric vehicle technology has come. It suggests that if a Hummer can go electric, then truly, anything is possible. This vehicle challenges preconceived notions about what an EV can be. The new Hummer EV promises to retain the imposing presence and expected capability of its predecessors. It is still an absolute titan of a vehicle. The design cues clearly hark back to the classic Hummer look, but with a futuristic twist. It's big, it's blocky, and it looks ready to conquer any terrain you throw at it. But beneath that familiar rugged exterior lies a completely new heart. A sophisticated electric powertrain designed to deliver not only immense power, but also surprising efficiency, at least for its class. The promise is a vehicle that is still unmistakably a Hummer, but one re-engineered for a new electric era. This electric transformation has the potential to significantly shift perceptions. Can a brand once criticized for its environmental impact become a symbol of electric progress? General Motors certainly hopes so. The Hummer EV isn't just about reviving an old nameplate, it's about demonstrating that electric power can be exciting, capable, and even outrageous. It aims to prove that EVs aren't just small, sensible city cars. They can be massive, powerful, and incredibly desirable. The Hummer EV aims to make electric cool, even for those who might have previously scoffed at the idea of driving an electric vehicle. Ultimately, the Hummer EV is far more than just another new truck. It serves as a flagship, a halo product for General Motors' ambitious electric future. It is a declaration of intent. GM is investing billions in electric vehicle technology, and the Hummer EV is designed to showcase the pinnacle of what they can achieve. It's a vehicle engineered to grab attention, to spark conversations, and to prove that the future of motoring, even for the biggest vehicles, is electric. It's a bold move, designed to make everyone sit up and take notice of GM's electric ambitions. The build-up to the Hummer EV unveiling was brilliantly managed by General Motors. They knew they had something game-changing. A teaser campaign dropped hints and glimpses, clips showcased features like crab walk, promised astounding horsepower and rapid acceleration. The marketing created anticipation. The automotive world was eager to see it. The reveal event was a digital spectacle, aimed to capture a global audience. The design was revealed in all its glory. It was undeniably a Hummer, yet futuristic. Key features included removable roof panels, claims of up to 1,000 horsepower. It was a lot to take in. The reaction was widespread astonishment. Jaws collectively dropped. The audacity of the project was impressive. It defied all conventions. Enormous, powerful, packed with technology and electric. Social media lit up with discussions and memes. Journalists scrambled to provide their takes. The Hummer EV was a phenomenon. It became one of the most talked about vehicles. Dominated automotive and mainstream news. The iconic name and electric powertrain created a storm of interest. Pre-orders sold out in minutes. GM created an instant icon for the electric age. It is crucial to understand that the new Hummer EV is not simply an old Hummer design with its petrol engine swapped out for batteries and electric motors. That would have been the easy route perhaps, but not the revolutionary one. This vehicle is built upon General Motors' all-new dedicated electric vehicle architecture, known as the Ultium platform. This modular platform is the cornerstone of GM's future EV ambitions, designed to underpin a wide range of electric vehicles, from trucks and SUVs to cars. The Ultium battery system itself is a significant piece of engineering, promising impressive range, power, and durability for this colossal machine. The term supertruck has been frequently associated with the Hummer EV, and for very good reason. This isn't just marketing hyperbole, it reflects the vehicle's extreme capabilities. We are talking about a machine that aims to offer supercar-like acceleration on the tarmac, combined with the kind of off-road ability that made its ancestors legendary. Features like Watts to Freedom mode, or WTF mode as it's colloquially known, promise exhilarating launch control experiences. Then there's the crab walk feature, allowing the vehicle to move diagonally at low speeds, and extract mode, which can raise the suspension significantly to clear obstacles. These are not typical features found on your average pickup. The Hummer EV plays a vital role in General Motors' broader strategy for electric vehicles. It acts as a halo product, a technological showcase designed to generate excitement and demonstrate the potential of the Ultium platform. By pushing the boundaries of performance, capability, and design with the Hummer EV, GM aims to create a ripple effect across its entire future EV lineup. The lessons learned and the technologies developed for this flagship model will undoubtedly filter down to more mainstream electric offerings. It's a top-down approach to popularizing electric mobility, starting with something truly extraordinary and aspirational. Furthermore, the Hummer EV is strategically positioned to attract a new demographic to the world of electric vehicles. For a long time, EVs were often perceived as being primarily for the environmentally conscious or those seeking practicality and efficiency above all else. The Hummer EV, however, appeals to a different set of desires: raw power, extreme capability, and head-turning design. It aims to convince traditional truck and SUV buyers, those who might never have considered an EV before, that electric power can be thrilling and uncompromising. It's about broadening the appeal of electric vehicles significantly. Following its spectacular reveal, there was a significant period of waiting before the first Hummer EVs would actually reach customers' driveways. This carefully managed timeline, whether entirely by design or partly due to production ramp-up, served to heighten the anticipation even further. Potential buyers, enthusiasts, and the automotive press were left to pore over the specifications, watch the promotional videos, and imagine what it would be like to actually drive this electric behemoth. The limited availability of the initial Edition 1 models also added to the exclusivity and desirability, making those early reservation holders feel like they were part of an exclusive club. During this waiting period, certain features captured the public's imagination more than others. The aforementioned crab walk, allowing the huge truck to maneuver in tight off-road situations by turning all four wheels in the same direction, was a constant topic of discussion. Similarly, the Watts to Freedom (WTF) launch control mode, promising those incredible acceleration times, generated immense excitement. People were eager to see if these innovative, almost science fiction-like features would work as impressively in the real world as they did in the slick promotional materials. The promise was a vehicle packed with unique party tricks. There was also considerable intrigue surrounding how the Hummer EV would balance its seemingly contradictory promises. Could a vehicle this large and heavy truly offer sports car-like acceleration on the road, while also possessing the articulation and toughness required for serious off-roading? The specifications suggested it could, with powerful electric motors, sophisticated air suspension, and extensive underbody protection. The prospect of a single vehicle being a master of all trades, a comfortable cruiser, a drag strip warrior, and an off-road conqueror was a tantalizing one. Many wondered if it could genuinely deliver on all these ambitious fronts without significant compromise. Ultimately, the Hummer EV became more than just a vehicle in the months leading up to its launch. It became a symbol. It symbolized the wild, untamed possibilities of electric power. It represented a bold reimagining of a storied nameplate and a signal of General Motors' serious commitment to an electric future. The anticipation was not just about a new truck. It was about witnessing the arrival of a machine that promised to redefine its segment and challenge perceptions of what an electric vehicle could be. The stage was well and truly set for the electric beast to be unleashed upon the world. Right, let's talk about the outside of this electric giant. The Hummer EV is absolutely massive, a declaration of presence. It carries that unmistakable Hummer DNA, thoroughly modernized, a ground-up rethink for the electric age. It commands attention, turning heads wherever it glides. Cleverly harks back to the original Hummers. Boxy shape, wide stance, military-grade toughness. Looks like it could drive through a brick wall. Balances legend with a new electric path. High-end luxury, cutting-edge technology, extreme toughness. The Hummer is back to conquer the electric world. Now let's focus on the face of this electric beast. The front grille is a defining feature, reimagined for the electric era. The Hummer lettering illuminates, making the vehicle instantly recognizable. Sleek LED headlights integrate beautifully with the grille, providing brilliant illumination. The light signature is incredibly distinctive, contributing to the futuristic yet rugged aesthetic. The illuminated Hummer bar across the grille is a major design feature. It lights up with a welcome animation, reinforcing the brand identity. The robust front bumper and bright red recovery hooks nod to its off-road intentions. Various sensors for advanced driver assistance systems are subtly integrated. All these elements create a face that is both imposing and technologically advanced. Alright, let's consider the Hummer EV from the side. It is very long and tall with a commanding presence. Short overhangs mean impressive approach and departure angles for off-road capability. The squared-off wheel arches accommodate enormous tires. The Launch Edition 1 models come with 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler Territory MT tires. Different trim levels offer a variety of large, purposeful wheel designs. The Infinity roof features removable transparent sky panels for an open-air driving experience. This adds fun, freedom, and versatility to the Hummer EV. It connects you to the great outdoors, even within this technological fortress. A fantastic talking point and enjoyable feature for fair-weather adventures. Moving around to the back of the Hummer EV, the design story continues. The tailgate is substantial, featuring the Hummer EV badging. The Multi-Pro tailgate offers 6 functional configurations. Distinctive LED rear lights complement the vehicle's tough but techy aesthetic. The rear bumper is substantial, built to withstand off-road use. Robust rear recovery hooks emphasize its off-road credentials. The departure angle ensures it can handle steep drops and uneven terrain. Some configurations feature a full-size spare tire mounted on the tailgate. This adds to the rugged, go-anywhere aesthetic and is practical for off-roading. It completes the tough, ready-for-anything look from the back. Let's climb aboard and see what the interior of this electric Leviathan is all about. The first impression is a monumental departure from the Hummers of old. The new version is modern, tech-focused, and surprisingly luxurious. The dashboard is dominated by huge digital screens. A 13.4-inch touchscreen controls most functions. A 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster is highly configurable. The layout remains clean, with physical buttons for essential controls. Material choices and perceived quality are impressive. The cabin is spacious, especially with the transparent Infinity roof panels removed. The customizable ambient interior lighting adds to the modern, high-tech feel. Let's talk about the comfort and practicality of the interior. The seats are large, comfortable, and supportive. The Flagship Edition 1 models feature unique upholstery. Heated and ventilated seats are available for added comfort. The Hummer EV offers generous passenger space. Rear passengers enjoy ample legroom and headroom. The flat floor enhances rear passenger foot space. Numerous storage solutions are available throughout the cabin. The center console offers deep storage for various items. The rear window on the pickup version can retract, enhancing the open-air feel. At the core of the Hummer EV's capabilities lies GM's Ultium battery platform. This platform is fundamental to the vehicle's performance. The battery pack in the Hummer EV is enormous, with a double-stack design. This results in a usable capacity of around 212 kilowatt-hours. The battery pack is integral to the vehicle's structure, enhancing rigidity and strength. Ultium batteries use large-format pouch-style cells for greater flexibility. The wireless battery management system reduces wiring by up to 90%. This sophisticated battery architecture enables the Hummer EV's performance. The ability to discharge vast amounts of power quickly is essential for its performance. GM's Ultium platform creates a versatile foundation for their electric ambitions. Now let's talk about the truly exciting numbers: power and torque. The Hummer EV, particularly in its top-tier configurations like the Edition 1 pickup, is an absolute powerhouse. General Motors claims up to 1,000 horsepower and an astonishing, almost unbelievable, 11,500 pound-feet of wheel torque. It's important to note that this wheel torque figure is calculated differently from engine torque, but the effective motive force is still immense. One of the most talked-about features related to its performance is the Watts to Freedom mode, or WTF mode, as it's affectionately known. This is essentially the Hummer EV's launch control system, designed to deliver the most rapid acceleration possible. Once engaged, a firm press of the accelerator unleashes the full fury of the electric motors, catapulting this several-ton beast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a claimed 3 seconds. The sensation of such a massive vehicle accelerating with such ferocity is a truly unique and exhilarating experience, fundamentally reshaping expectations of what a large truck can do. Section 3. Going the distance, range estimates and charging capabilities. The Hummer EV with its Ultium battery pack offers a range of over 300 miles. It supports AC charging up to 19.2 kilowatts and DC fast charging up to 350 kilowatts. This allows adding 100 miles of range in just 10 minutes. General Motors' Ultium Charge 360 initiative supports a seamless charging experience. Section 4. Terrain, Titan, off-road prowess, and unique hardware. The Hummer EV is engineered to meet, and even exceed, off-road expectations. It features independent suspension for on-road comfort and off-road articulation. Steel skid plates protect the underbody and Ultium battery pack. These plates withstand serious impacts, ensuring confidence on challenging terrain. Extract mode raises the suspension by 6 inches for exceptional ground clearance. Crab walk mode allows diagonal movement, enhancing maneuverability. Ultravision offers up to 18 camera views, including underbody cameras. These features make the Hummer EV a true off-road titan. Section 5. Tech beyond traction, driver assistance, and infotainment. The Hummer EV showcases GM's latest driver assistance and in-cabin technology. Super Cruise allows hands-free driving on mapped motorways. It manages steering, acceleration, and braking. The system can perform automated lane changes. Super Cruise reduces driver fatigue on long journeys. It uses sensors and a driver attention system. Warnings are issued if the driver is inattentive. It's one of the most advanced Level 2 autonomous systems. The Hummer EV blends rugged capability with cutting-edge tech. It's a truly impressive piece of tech. The centerpiece is a 13.4-inch infotainment touchscreen, powered by Google's Android Automotive OS. Graphics are rendered using Epic Games' Unreal Engine. It includes Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The Hummer EV is packed with in-cabin technology. The 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster is configurable. A digital rear-view mirror provides a wider view. Ultravision aids off-roading and parking. Connectivity options include a Wi-Fi hotspot. It's a thoroughly modern and tech-laden environment. The transition to an all-electric powertrain transforms the Hummer EV, offering near-silent operation and instant torque delivery. The adaptive air suspension balances comfort and handling, while four-wheel steering enhances maneuverability. Regenerative braking improves efficiency and allows for one-pedal driving. The Hummer EV is a hugely impressive piece of kit. It's big, powerful, and packed with technology. But it doesn't exist in a vacuum. The electric vehicle market is exploding. New models are popping up all the time. So how does this reborn electric giant stack up? The Hummer EV is a unique beast. It's not trying to be everything to everyone. Its size and price place it in a specific niche. It's not your budget-friendly electric van. This is a statement vehicle. Its pros include unmatched presence and extreme off-road capabilities. These are things many other EVs cannot offer. It's designed to be over the top. However, its size can be a handful in tight environments. Its weight affects efficiency and agility. And while the range is respectable, sleeker EVs might go further. The cost places it in the premium market. It needs to carve out its territory with its unique skills. It's not just about being electric, it's about being This means it has to deliver that almost cartoonish level of capability and presence. Buyers will weigh its wow factor against practicalities. It's a contest of character as much as kilowatts. Let's pit the Hummer EV against other electric pickup trucks. The Ford F-150 Lightning electrifies America's best-selling vehicle. The Hummer EV excels in off-road performance with features like crab walk. It's the supertruck halo with extreme capability. The Rivian R1T appeals to tech enthusiasts, while the F-150 Lightning targets mainstream buyers. The Hummer EV, it's for those who want it all, dialed up to 11. Section 3. Beyond Utility, Hummer EV meets luxury electric SUVs. Okay, so we've talked trucks. But what about when you compare the Hummer EV, especially the SUV version, to other large premium electric SUVs? Here it faces a different kind of competition. Think about vehicles like the Tesla Model X, particularly the Plaid version for performance, or the BMW 9th, or the Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. These vehicles often prioritize on-road comfort, luxurious appointments, and cutting-edge interior technology over outright extreme off-road ability. It's a battle of different philosophies for what a large, expensive electric vehicle should be. A major pro for the Hummer EV SUV in this company is its undeniable uniqueness and its go-anywhere attitude. While a BMW 9th or a Mercedes EQS SUV are supremely comfortable and technologically advanced, they simply aren't designed to tackle the same kind of punishing terrain that the Hummer EV can. The Hummer offers a sense of rugged adventure that these more road-focused luxury SUVs can't match. Plus, features like the removable infinity roof panels provide an open-air experience that is rare in this segment, adding a significant fun factor. Its sheer presence is also unmatched, making even large luxury SUVs look somewhat conventional by comparison. On the flip side, a con for the Hummer EV when compared to these luxury electric SUVs is often interior refinement and outright opulence. While the Hummer EV's cabin is modern and tech-heavy, vehicles like the Mercedes EQS SUV offer a level of plush materials, intricate detailing, and cocooning quietness that aims for a different kind of luxury experience. The on-road ride comfort, while good in the Hummer, might be surpassed by some competitors who are solely focused on tarmac performance and passenger isolation. Furthermore, the Hummer's more utilitarian roots, even in its modern EV form, can show through when compared to the bespoke luxury of some rivals. Therefore, the Hummer EV SUV carves out a niche as the adventurous, extroverted member of the luxury electric SUV club. It's for the buyer who wants premium features and electric power but also demands the ability to venture far off the beaten path, or at least look like they can. It sacrifices some of the ultimate on-road polish and interior sumptuousness of its more traditional luxury rivals in favor of extreme capability and a more rugged character. It's a choice between sophisticated urban luxury and boundary-pushing high-tech adventure. Both are valid, but they appeal to different desires. Section 4. The sheer scale argument. When bigger isn't always better, or is it? The Hummer EV's colossal size is both its biggest pro and con. It commands attention and offers ample space. But navigating narrow streets and parking can be challenging. Its weight impacts efficiency and energy consumption. Buyers must weigh these factors against their needs. Section 5. Defining its own league, the Hummer EV's unique proposition. The Hummer EV defies categorization, creating its own league with extreme off-road tech, supercar-like acceleration, and iconic design. It blends utility, luxury, and sheer attitude, making it unique. Features like crab walk and extract mode offer genuine innovations. It's a halo product showcasing GM's Ultium platform, pushing boundaries and creating desire. For those who embrace its nature, there's nothing else like it. The arrival of the Hummer EV wasn't just another vehicle launch. No, this was something much bigger. It was a genuine event, sending ripples across not just the automotive industry, but into popular culture too. When General Motors officially pulled the covers off, the reaction was immediate and frankly, quite explosive. People were, to put it mildly, stunned. The idea of a Hummer, the poster child for petrol-guzzling excess, being reborn as an all-electric vehicle was a concept many struggled to get their heads around initially. It was a bold, audacious move that grabbed headlines everywhere, far beyond the usual car magazines and websites. This initial shock quickly morphed into a potent mixture of awe and intense curiosity. The sheer audacity of the project was a major talking point. Could GM actually pull this off? Could they make an electric Hummer that still felt like a Hummer? The promised specifications like the 1,000 horsepower and the sub-3 second 0 to 60 mph time were frankly mind-boggling for a vehicle of its size. This wasn't just an electric truck, it was being positioned as an electric. The initial marketing, showcasing features like crab walk and watts to freedom, further fueled this sense of disbelief and excitement. It was automotive theater at its best, creating an instant icon. One of the clearest indicators of this immediate impact was the reservation list. The limited-run Hummer EV Edition 1, the very first model available, famously sold out incredibly quickly. We're talking minutes, not hours or days. This wasn't just hype, it was tangible demand from consumers eager to get their hands on this revolutionary machine. It demonstrated that despite any initial skepticism, there was a significant appetite for a vehicle this extreme and this different. This rapid uptake sent a clear signal to the market. There are buyers willing to pay a premium for a no-compromise electric vehicle that breaks all the molds. The initial public reception, therefore, was overwhelmingly one of fascination. It sparked countless conversations, debates, and of course, a mountain of internet memes. Some questioned its environmental credentials, given its sheer size and the resources required to build it. Others celebrated it as a symbol of American ingenuity and a sign that the electric revolution could be genuinely exciting and outrageous. Regardless of individual opinions, one thing was undeniable. The Hummer EV had made an indelible mark on the automotive landscape from the very moment it was announced. It was a vehicle people simply couldn't ignore, forcing a reaction. The arrival of the Hummer EV wasn't just another vehicle launch. No, this was something much bigger. It was a genuine event, sending ripples across not just the automotive industry, but into popular culture too. When General Motors officially pulled the covers off, the reaction was immediate and frankly, quite explosive. People were, to put it mildly, stunned. The idea of a Hummer, the poster child for petrol-guzzling excess, being reborn as an all-electric vehicle was a concept many struggled to get their heads around initially. It was a bold, audacious move that grabbed headlines everywhere, far beyond the usual car magazines and websites. This initial shock quickly morphed into a potent mixture of awe and intense curiosity. The sheer audacity of the project was a major talking point. Could GM actually pull this off? Could they make an electric Hummer that still felt like a Hummer? The promised specifications like the 1,000 horsepower and the sub-3 second 0 to 60 mph time were frankly mind-boggling for a vehicle of its size. This wasn't just an electric truck, it was being positioned as an electric. The initial marketing, showcasing features like crab walk and watts to freedom, further fueled this sense of disbelief and excitement. It was automotive theater at its best, creating an instant icon. One of the clearest indicators of this immediate impact was the reservation list. The limited-run Hummer EV Edition 1, the very first model available, famously sold out incredibly quickly. We're talking minutes, not hours or days. This wasn't just hype, it was tangible demand from consumers eager to get their hands on this revolutionary machine. It demonstrated that despite any initial skepticism, there was a significant appetite for a vehicle this extreme and this different. This rapid uptake sent a clear signal to the market. There are buyers willing to pay a premium for a no-compromise electric vehicle that breaks all the molds. The initial public reception, therefore, was overwhelmingly one of fascination. It sparked countless conversations, debates, and of course, a mountain of internet memes. Some questioned its environmental credentials, given its sheer size and the resources required to build it. Others celebrated it as a symbol of American ingenuity and a sign that the electric revolution could be genuinely exciting and outrageous. Regardless of individual opinions, one thing was undeniable. The Hummer EV had made an indelible mark on the automotive landscape from the very moment it was announced. It was a vehicle people simply couldn't ignore, forcing a reaction. The arrival of the Hummer EV wasn't just another vehicle launch. No, this was something much bigger. It was a genuine event, sending ripples across not just the automotive industry, but into popular culture too. When General Motors officially pulled the covers off, the reaction was immediate and frankly quite explosive. People were, to put it mildly, stunned. The idea of a Hummer, the poster child for petrol-guzzling excess, being reborn as an all-electric vehicle was a concept many struggled to get their heads around initially. It was a bold, audacious move that grabbed headlines everywhere, far beyond the usual car magazines and websites. This initial shock quickly morphed into a potent mixture of awe and intense curiosity. The sheer audacity of the project was a major talking point. Once the initial shock subsided, the automotive media got its chance to get up close and personal with the Hummer EV. Reviews poured in, thick and fast. Journalists and influencers were keen to see if this electric behemoth could live up to the hype. The overall sentiment was largely positive. Many were blown away by the sheer acceleration. The watts to freedom mode was a highlight. The straight-line performance was astonishing. Unique technological features garnered praise. Crab walk was innovative for off-roading. The UltraVision camera system was a game-changer. Super Cruise impressed on motorways. These features set the Hummer EV apart. However, the reception wasn't entirely uncritical. The Hummer EV's size and weight were frequent points of discussion. Many noted the challenges of maneuvering it in tight spaces. Its energy consumption raised eyebrows. The price tag was a significant hurdle. Despite scrutiny, the media narrative was one of profound impressiveness. Critics acknowledged it wasn't trying to be a sensible commuter car. It was designed to be an extreme machine. It generated a level of buzz and excitement. It proved electric vehicles could be outrageous and desirable. The conversation it started was almost as important as the vehicle itself. The Hummer EV's rollout has been staggered, starting with the Edition 1 pickup. Reservations filled up in about 10 minutes, showing strong demand. GM is ramping up production and introducing other trims, including the SUV. The high price limits buyers, but the demand is strong among affluent enthusiasts. The Hummer EV appeals to those seeking capability, unique features, and bold design. The Hummer EV's impact extends far beyond its own sales figures. Its very existence has played a significant role in shifting public perceptions of what an electric vehicle can be. For years, EVs were often stereotyped as small, somewhat unexciting city cars, primarily focused on efficiency. The Hummer EV shattered that stereotype with a sledgehammer. It demonstrated in the most dramatic way possible that electric power could be synonymous with extreme performance, rugged capability, and outrageous design. This has undoubtedly helped to broaden the appeal of EVs to a whole new audience. It has certainly made electric vehicles cooler in the eyes of many who might have previously dismissed them. Traditional truck and SUV enthusiasts, who perhaps valued V8 rumble and off-road prowess above all else, suddenly had an electric option that spoke their language, albeit in a new, electrified dialect. The Hummer EV showed that going electric didn't necessarily mean sacrificing power, presence, or the ability to tackle tough terrain. In fact, it suggested that electric power could even enhance those attributes, offering instant torque and unique capabilities like crab walk. This has been crucial in challenging ingrained perceptions. For General Motors, the Hummer EV serves as a powerful halo product for its entire Ultium platform and its broader electric ambitions. It's a technological showcase designed to generate excitement and demonstrate the incredible potential of GM's EV technology. The thinking is that if GM can build something as extreme and capable as the Hummer EV, then their more mainstream electric offerings will surely benefit from that same underlying engineering excellence. It's a way of saying, look what we can do, and building brand credibility in the highly competitive EV space. It helps to position GM as a leader, not a follower, in the electric transition. Moreover, the Hummer EV has undoubtedly put pressure on competitors. Its launch spurred other manufacturers to think bigger and bolder with their own electric truck and SUV plans. It raised the bar for what consumers might expect in terms of performance and features from a premium electric utility vehicle. While not every manufacturer will aim for such an extreme product, the Hummer EV has expanded the boundaries of the possible, encouraging more innovation and diversity within the electric market. It has, in its own way, helped to accelerate the mainstream acceptance and desirability of high-performance, high-capability electric vehicles. The Hummer EV made a colossal splash when it arrived. It was the king of extreme electric utility, but the EV sector moves fast. Now, competition is fierce. Rivals like Rivian and Tesla are strong. The Hummer must prove its worth. The fight for dominance is just beginning. Despite being a zero tailpipe emission vehicle, the Hummer EV faces some significant environmental questions. These primarily stem from its sheer size and weight. Manufacturing a vehicle this large, with such an enormous battery pack, around 212 kilowatt-hours for the Edition 1, requires a substantial amount of raw materials and energy. Critics are quick to point out that from a whole lifecycle perspective, the environmental footprint of producing a Hummer EV is considerably larger than that of smaller, more efficiency-focused electric cars. This creates a somewhat awkward paradox, an electric vehicle that isn't necessarily the greenest choice out there, challenging its eco-credentials. This leads directly to concerns about its energy consumption. The Hummer EV is, by EV standards, incredibly thirsty. Its efficiency figures, often measured in kilowatt-hours per 100 miles, are among the highest in the passenger vehicle market. While it produces no local emissions, the electricity it consumes still has to be generated somewhere. And the higher the consumption, the greater the demand on the grid. This high energy use also translates to higher running costs for owners compared to more frugal EVs. For a brand trying to redefine itself in an electric age, these efficiency figures present a somewhat inconvenient truth that needs careful messaging. Beyond the environmental debate, the Hummer EV's physical dimensions and mass present very real practical hurdles. In many urban environments, especially outside of North America with its wider roads and larger parking spaces, maneuvering and parking the Hummer EV can be a genuine nightmare. Its sheer width makes navigating narrow streets or tight multi-story car parks a stressful experience. Finding a parking bay it comfortably fits into can be a quest in itself. Even its weight, over 4 metric tons, could potentially pose issues with certain older bridges or parking structures that have weight restrictions, limiting where it can practically go. These practicalities and environmental considerations could influence public perception over time. While the initial wow factor is undeniable, the day-to-day realities of living with such a behemoth, coupled with growing scrutiny of its overall environmental impact, might temper enthusiasm for some potential buyers. There's also the potential for future regulations. Governments are increasingly looking at vehicle weight and efficiency, and it's conceivable that vehicles like the Hummer EV could face higher taxes or stricter usage limitations in certain regions if these concerns gain more traction. This is a delicate balancing act for General Motors to manage. One of the immediate challenges for the Hummer EV has been scaling up production to meet the undeniable initial demand. Launching an entirely new vehicle, especially one as technologically complex as the Hummer EV and built on a new platform, is a monumental undertaking. General Motors, like many manufacturers, has also faced global supply chain disruptions that can impact the availability of crucial components, particularly semiconductors and battery materials. Ensuring a smooth production ramp-up, minimizing customer waiting times, and maintaining high build quality are all critical hurdles to overcome to satisfy eager reservation holders and build market momentum. Then there's the matter of its very substantial price tag. The Hummer EV is positioned firmly in the luxury segment, with early models costing well over $100,000 and equivalent high prices in other markets. While this creates an air of exclusivity and caters to a clientele that can afford such an indulgence, it inherently limits the overall market size. In times of economic uncertainty or shifts in consumer spending habits, very expensive niche vehicles can be more vulnerable. The challenge is to consistently prove that the Hummer EV offers sufficient value, innovation, and unique appeal to justify its premium pricing against increasingly competent and sometimes cheaper alternatives. Managing the long-term perception of the Hummer brand in its new electric guise is another ongoing task. The initial marketing has been brilliant at generating hype and showcasing its extreme capabilities. However, as more Hummer EVs hit the road, the focus will shift towards real-world reliability, owner satisfaction, and the overall ownership experience. Maintaining its status as a desirable halo product requires more than just impressive specifications. It demands consistent quality and excellent after-sales support. Any significant issues with reliability or customer service could quickly tarnish the carefully crafted image of this reborn icon, especially at its price point. Ultimately, General Motors faces the challenge of skillfully navigating these various currents. They need to effectively communicate why the Hummer EV, despite its size, cost, and environmental question marks, remains a compelling proposition. This involves highlighting its unparalleled off-road prowess, its astonishing performance, and its unique technological features. It's about balancing the extreme aspects with a narrative that also addresses, or at least acknowledges, the practical and perceptual challenges. The road ahead for the Hummer EV is undoubtedly exciting, but it's also paved with significant hurdles that will require careful navigation to ensure its continued success and influence. So, there you have it. The Hummer EV, it's not just another electric vehicle, is it? No, this thing is a statement. Writ large in steel, aluminum, and a colossal battery pack. It's the revival of an icon, completely reinvented for an electric age. We've seen its immense power, its frankly astonishing off-road capabilities, and those unique features like crabwalk that make you say wow. General Motors didn't just dip a toe in the water here, they cannonballed into the deep end, creating a machine that is unapologetically huge, incredibly potent, and undeniably a Hummer. It's a proper beast, this one. This electric titan serves a purpose beyond simply being an outrageous truck though. It's a halo product. A shining beacon, if you will, for GM's Ultium platform. It's designed to show the world and potential buyers of other GM EVs exactly what their technology is capable of. And you have to say, it's done a pretty good job of generating buzz, hasn't it? It's made people who never thought twice about electric cars sit up and take notice. It's proven that EVs don't have to be small or sensible. They can be utterly bonkers, and people will, apparently, queue up for them. Looking ahead, the road for the Hummer EV isn't entirely smooth, of course. The competition is fierce and getting fiercer by the day. Questions about its environmental impact, given its sheer size and considerable thirst for electrons, will undoubtedly linger. Production needs to consistently keep pace with that initial fervent demand from eager customers. And frankly, its sheer scale will always limit its appeal in many parts of the world, especially here in the UK with our quaint roads. But the Hummer EV has already carved out its unique niche. It's the undisputed king of extreme electric motoring for now. So will the Hummer EV truly revolutionize the entire EV market? Perhaps not single-handedly, not in the way a more mainstream mass-market vehicle might hope to. But its impact is undeniably significant. It has dramatically broadened the horizons of what an electric vehicle can be and what it can do. It's injected a massive dose of raw excitement and almost unbelievable capability into the ongoing electric conversation. It's a vehicle that challenges conventions and makes a very loud, albeit electrically powered statement. The Hummer EV is more than just a truck. It's a symbol of unbridled electric ambition, a testament to outrageous engineering, and frankly, it's just incredibly cool.